Now, fucking sucks. If I know what I'm doing, it's because I tried to record this beforehand, and the recording did not save, so this may be quick. Oh shit! Oh shit! Well, you can't jump that high. Like, what the fuck? So yeah, I know what I'm doing. So I don't get blamed for like, why you know what the fuck you're doing here? You played this before. Yes, I did. Shit failed. And hop. Ow. Get the nasty ass meat. There we go. Hut. And a hut. 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 I wonder. I want to try this now that I'm here. I doubt I can get it. Up there. Ah. No! Nope, I can't. Too high. Drop the meat in. And let's make some sausages. There we go. I've got swing on the sausage, which I would not eat if they're not breaking apart right then and there. Plus, that's a pretty advanced machine, even though it doesn't look it. It can create sausage links without added help from a other machine or something, like a human being. Man, where's he? Where's the fat fuck? Go out a little bit. Wait, what? Oh, this is... Yeah. I gotta do it first. I forgot. I did earlier while getting to the same point I left off. Found out you can kind of bug him whenever he's laying in his bed. Instead of climbing up something so he turns on the light, you can hit him with a ball in the hand and he just pops right up. Like, and he doesn't even turn on the light. He just pops up and he's like, what the fuck just happened? And he leaves. That's what he does. One for it! Aha! Go. Oh, wrong button. Turn on my light so he knows I'm here. I did beat the game, and after beating it, made me think of what they were trying to go for. Honestly, I think what they were trying to go for was a theater kind of thing. Because whenever you think about it, now you can do something like this in the theater. Puppets. Broadway can do it. Yes, dark, but I can honestly see someone doing this. And what makes me think that is the fact of how it's like, yeah, aesthetically making it 2D is. God damn key. Go. I go back down. Yep. Go, go, go. Slide. But aesthetically, this is me thinking this. With all they show, why it looks like they're wearing masks and shit. What if it's like a play? Like, what if the whole time the way they made this game is to look kind of like it's a play of some sorts? But like, very high production. Doesn't mean it changes the story. It's a girl named Six, probably the daughter of the one kabuki lady or something. And all that kind of shit. And what gives me that impression is not really, how to say, oh shit, motherfucker. But it's not really, how can I say this? Final boss, whenever you see the final boss, you'll see what I mean a lot more. Why I think it's more of a play of some sorts. I mean, just look at how they made it. You got the you can do this in a stage. On a stage play, you can actually do this kind of thing. Now, back then, maybe not. Hell, back then they could have done it too. Man, those are ugly motherfuckers. But there's a lot of elements in this game that makes it good. Be something like that. You saw nothing. That's why you saw me. Fuck you! I like how they do it at the same fucking time, too. But that's my main theory. Not theory, but point of view of the game. That doesn't mean it's any fucking different. Game-wise. Like, it's still pretty much a good game. But this is trying to get into, like, the underbelly of the game, what it's actually about, and all that kind of stuff. Because you never know. A lot of game developers are keen to make little details that don't really hint to the game. It's more of something people find and theorize, which I don't mind. Like, I've seen a couple theories about this game since it doesn't answer every fucking question. Covered in soap, covered in soap. Do 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 do. Fuck you too. Like, let's talk about these two. Yes, they do look like they're wearing some kind of mask, but you can also just have that in as a graphical error because of how they made the game. But honestly, I think that was intentional. Oh, I thought it glitched for a second there. Oh, you bitch! Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you too! Whew. Now carefully. I'll probably go over the points of why the pros and cons of this game at some point. But right now, let's enjoy the game. Times like this, yeah, I don't really see it as much of a production play. But I can see that being the underlining theme of how they make most of the levels. That's my, like, standpoint on it. Stupid at times, but I like it. Bleh. That or I wish it like that. That'd be awesome if it was like that. And then you got people talking about, like, why are these people so big? Why is 6 so small? Well, wouldn't that be kind of the same thing as in a, what would it be? Movies and cartoons? Like animated movies and shit? You got people of different sizes, and you got like oh no, oh no, oh I'm falling, oh I'm still falling, oh shit, oh damn, damn. But what I was saying was, there's an underlining thing, like, that people I've seen don't understand. There's no, there does not have to be a real reason why 6 is so small. The gnomes in this game, the little pyramid head babies, they have a reason why they're so small. It's because the considered a pest, but they're the original inhabitants of this place called the mall. And a lot of people think that the Kabuki lady came in and took over. Or she created it herself, and the gnomes used to be little workers that helped build it. Maybe. I don't know. But here's the underlining issue. Are there humans in this world? Is Six a human? Or are they human? They don't have to be humans. They can look like humans. They don't have to be the human race. Hell, Six could be the pure form of what a human is in this world. Because at the beginning of the game, you get kids that look all inky and like their skin is weird, and you don't see them much. But the kids are still the same size, almost, if not a little taller than Six. And the only reason they may look bigger is probably because Six is malnourished. Hasn't eaten. Why she has those parts where she starves almost until she finds food. Like, look at those fuckers. That could be... They can still be humans. But because of the size and weight, maybe? This is the evolution of over-consumerism and shit. Which means... Yeah. There you go. I'm turning down the volume of the game real quick. But, which means that it doesn't really say whether or not what's happening in this game. This game is presumption right now. It is basically what you think. What I think is this is based... These are all humans. Even the long-armed fucker at the beginning of the game is a human. Until you get to this point, where you get more Japanese, and you got the geisha up there. Why did I say Kabuki lady earlier? I don't know why. I want to see something. What happens if I just drop? Oh, you instantly die. I thought they'd do something. No, you hit the back of one of them, you die. But once you reach this point, where it's like more Japanese, it makes you wonder, like, what creature or what lore in Japanese history is this? Because I bet you there is a type of spirit or demon that they represent down there. There's always an underlying issue with games like these. It could be all made up. But usually whenever you make something up, you still have some form of fact or research into the background of things. Like how they made this cafeteria guest area. It's probably pretty accurate to how the places are. No, you fat fuck. And like I said, these humanized fat people could just be overconsumption. How humans, what humans have became, whatever, in this lifetime. What the fuck? Eat me like you do those sausages. By slowly slowly. No, really. Whenever we get back there, I'll show you what she does. She just puts the sausage tip in her mouth and she pushes it slowly. So you guys are getting some fish in your diet. And cheese. No veggies. It's only dairy and meat. What the hell? How is she? Oh, look. She doesn't even, like, use a utensil or her hand's not even pushing it in either. It's her just slurping it up. There we go. I don't know what the fuck happened. I pressed the button. And away we go. Fat bitch. Now, I did not know if I have the trophies for this. For one of the achievements, which is lighting everything and finding. Yeah, I got that later. Hey, what? Hoi, hoi. Oh, hoi, hoi. Mateys. But you'd have to do some research on this. It's not like you can't just simply make a place like this without thinking, okay, you got this, that looks accurate. Like, they probably made an accurate concept art of what the place would look like and just made it look more like out there. Which is how you do it. Oh, I almost did it again. I could have replicated. I jumped off that one time, fell in the bottle, and the bottle did like a 360 flip in the air and fell to the ground. Shit, I could have replicated. Bye, Mr. Chipmunk-faced man. Now, not only does this game add like a Japanese style game, like lore looking shit in some areas, it also has some Americanized like looks. Because the fat people look like something that Tim Burton would make. And like, I do see this as a movie as well. Back to the main issue. There is no reason why. Did you not see me at all? Oh shit! Scared the fuck out of me! Like, what the fuck? Okay, I gotta say this. If you go too fast, you can beat the sequence. Okay, he's gone. I hope. Yep, he's gone. Once you hear that noise, you know they're coming, so. Now look at him. Let me pay attention to, like, yeah, you got some graphical errors. But they clearly made the back of his neck look like a mask that goes under. And then you got another layer underneath with a different color. Skin tone. The chefs are wearing masks. Now the fat people eating, they're not wearing masks. They're just fucking fat. The chefs though, yeah, they're not what they look like. No, they're probably 10 times worse underneath that mask. Like the janitor guy at the beginning of the game. And the areas make sense. This is kind of like I wouldn't say an Odyssey type deal, where she is trying to either escape or exit, but she does have ordeals. It's more like an epic, I think. She has ordeals. But the first ordeal was to escape the prison. Oh yeah, there's a guy. There was a normal video playing a P joke on this guy. But Six goes through a certain amount of ordeals, either good or bad. That's up to interpretation. Before I go, I'm going to talk about this. The first ordeal is escaping prison, but whenever you go through, you notice someone has hung themselves, which is probably the caretaker of that prison or the warden or someone. And I think, this is me just saying this, I think that warden is related to the janitor in some way. The guy that hung himself because of his long legs. While he has long legs, the janitor has long arms. I can still talk about this. This ain't that hard. But it's more of a this game is more of a what do you think is happening type game. Until they actually release like the actual like what the story is and stuff, which they don't. They can actually make a second game. If they wanted to. And it's a tidal wave of fat people. Now, we're coming up to a part that I've seen a lot of people get pissed at. This game would have done better with an alternate ending. If there is one, I do not know of it. But so far, it's always the same ending. And the music in this game is actually pretty good. The humming, the theme of some of the characters. Okay. Go and eat. But before I eat, pay attention near those bottles up there. Like, right up there. Yeah, there we go. That brings into light a lot of shit about this character. Good or bad. Because it makes you wonder. It does make you wonder why, what that was. And that kind of brings magic into play here. Son of a bitch. That does bring magic into play in this game. Because you don't know for sure what's happening. Like, this game can have a fantasy, dark aspect to it. Those chefs could be a monster in disguise, or some kind of a worker, or something like that. Almost every area you have a form of guardian you have to get across to get to your goal. First area is just big. It doesn't have a guardian at all. Then you got the janitor, which is your actual real ordeal to go through and escape. And you don't just escape them. You do harm to the janitor guy, who is probably just doing his job. Then you got the chefs. They're just cooking. Not appetizing looking at all, but they're just cooking. Then, like, and your ordeal there is just to get out of the kitchen and not get eaten. This is the music I'm talking about. Then you got the guests. That ordeal, well, escaping the kitchen was an ordeal. But that was just escaping to not get cooked. Which is probably a faster way to die. Because they probably kill you with one swoop of a knife. No. It gets worse past that. It goes from janitor that prepares, well, it doesn't have to be janitor, but that prepares the food by wrapping it up. And these are the kids. And you got the cooks that will cook the food. Then you got the guests that eat the food. And look, it's a girl wearing the yellow outfit. It actually brings a lot more sense into this. She has pictures hidden. And her name's Six. Does that mean that she had 6 kids? Are children... Oh... I just thought of this. What if this game is more about the innocence of a child? How adults use that innocence in a way that's like them feeding off... How can I say it? It's like the feeding off of their innocence to look better or to feel good. And as you proceed through the game, this little girl's innocence is like draining. Like she's becoming more and more dark because she cuts off the arms of the janitor. She then eats a rat. She invades the privacy of... She invades the kitchen, the privacy of the kitchen, even though she's trying to escape. Even though she is trying to escape. Rest. Whew. And as you proceed, you then eat a gnome. And up top is your sin. That figure that showed up while eating the gnome is this girl's sin. Growing in power. Her innocence is going away. And this boss fight is about to come up. The only boss fight, in my opinion. The other ones aren't really boss fights. They're more like, well, Handy guy is. The janitor is a boss fight. But you don't get to kill or attack the cooks, which would have been good. And I guess the swarm of fat people is a boss fight. But this is a legit boss fight in this game. I can honestly say this game might be a one boss fight type game. Now, like I said before, this girl is innocent right now. She's losing that innocence. And the whole Mia thing, the chick is obvious. She just doesn't like how she looks. And so I saw someone make a good point. If this is really the geisha's daughter, or related to her, And anyway, the geisha could have been jealous of Six's looks. So there's two underlining issues here. Six was probably sent down more into the mall because of jealousy. Well, she was an innocent little girl. And throughout this journey, Six's innocence is getting drained, basically. I guess I'll put it that way. It's just going away. And whenever I say innocence, I mean like naive, like her naiveness or something. Basically, what children are whenever they're young. They don't know everything. And what that is it makes perfect sense whenever you think about it. Like this scene coming up. Six, throughout her journey, learned to eat what she can eat. Because she is a malnourished child. She is completely malnourished. She has not had a proper meal the whole journey, and you do not know how long this journey has been. Yes, the game could be only an hour long, but in between in between certain points of the game, like whenever the area changes to another area, like whenever you escape the kitchen, it cuts. What I think that is, you don't know how much time in between. She could be resting in between. This could be a period of like 4 to 5 days while she's trying to escape. Because honestly, if it's only been an hour and she ate something bigger than her, I wouldn't be that hungry after just eating something 30 minutes ago. That's like the size of my head. And she's eating like a whole loaf of bread and a huge chunk of meat and a rat in a matter of speaking, in a matter of like 30 minutes or so, 40 minutes, that kind of span, which means she did have a full meal. And this part, I think, is whenever all her innocence is gone. And this may represent how, whenever you meet a child that's like mature enough to be this dark, doesn't that just drain the life out of you, make you sad and shit? It just makes you sad. Whenever you think of a more realistic standpoint of this game. Now, fantasy-wise, she can just be the fucking Dark Lord now, for all I care. The symbolism and philosophy, it could mean that in this whole time, children in this game are used until they're old enough. But the pureness, the naive nature, the creativity, and the innocence is fed upon. And whenever she's going through the guests, and how they're grabbing for her like she's some very expensive delicacy, like a drug almost. And like talking to friends. But that's basically it. The gnomes could represent what did I say about the gnomes? Yeah, the gnomes are the struggles. The struggle in life of little things. Like your little the nuisances in life. But like they say, even the little people matter, which is why throughout the game you can hug them. The lanterns could be something like just to light your way, light in the dark, kind of like that. Hope is what the lanterns could be. They could mean hope. Well, the janitor could be a suppression, you can say. Yeah, I don't know. This is me trying to think. The chefs, they can honestly be, I don't know. It's just weird trying to think. 'Cause even the chefs are pretty big, but not as. The chefs look more like they're burly, like I can't say it, bulky. They're still fat, but they're more bulky and they can actually move, walk. While the actual guests are just plain fat. The chefs can symbolize the workforce. I'm just trying to speculate what it'd be in realistic terms. Just one of those deals. I'm just gonna end it. I do not care about this ending. It's not really much of an ending after these credits. It's just, you can probably look it up. Most do it, keep it on, but no, this credit sequence is too long. And the ending is just a thank you to players. So, thank you all for watching. Until next time, until next time, I'm signing off. Fuck it!